Good morning, everyone, and welcome to New York Metro Weather's daily forecast discussion for today, Saturday, August 20th, 2011. The first thing we'll do is take a look at the severe weather reports, which are in from yesterday, which actually turned out to be a pretty significant severe weather event throughout the New York City area. You can see throughout the entire Northeast there was a good amount of wind and hail reports. And as we zoom in on the New York metropolitan area, we'll be able to see that there are scattered wind reports even close to the metro. The storms really started back over Pennsylvania, but as they got closer, you could see a wind report in our area in Hunterdon County, a few trees knocked down, hail report in Morristown, 1 inch in diameter. There's a lot of them up in southeast New York, wind reports. This one in Warwick and Orange County, multiple trees down. We zoom in on the metro, we can see the reports that were submitted throughout the area. One in Brooklyn, Sheepshead Bay with unknown trees down. And then even back towards Elizabeth and Union County, or pardon me, Essex County, 50-knot gusts reported. Up here in Oradell, unknown, several trees down. So it was a widespread event throughout the area. There was severe weather reported throughout many places. Notice how the reports drop off to the east over Long Island. We talked about this yesterday in our severe weather update. There was a stable layer over Long Island as winds turned to the southeast in the afternoon, allowing for the air to stabilize. So by the time these storms moved over New Jersey and then moved past the city, they became elevated above the surface, with the surface remaining stable. So the storms then weakened, and Long Island was spared the brunt of any severe or even strong thunderstorms. Today, a different story. We'll take a look at the 500 millibar trough, and you can see the weakness from the trough causing the storms yesterday is off to our east. Heights are rising, northwest winds at 500 millibars, and today's going to be a pleasant day. We'll take a look at the visible satellite. Nothing to report of interest. The storms are back way off to our southeast now. Just really some fair weather clouds, some fog up in the mountains of Pennsylvania and New England. But it's a beautiful day. The skies are a deep blue right now this morning, and it's going to be a real beautiful day. We'll take a look at the NAM, which starts us off in the 70s and then brings us all the way into the upper 80s today, with 850 temperatures, 15, 16 Celsius. Upper 80s looks good to me. I wouldn't be surprised to see some of the warmer locations maybe reach towards 90, especially as the winds turn west-southwest. But really, just a beautiful day, so get out and enjoy it. This weekend, a lot different than last weekend, which was a washout. With not much to talk about today, we're going to look ahead to tomorrow, which appears to bring a little bit of concern, and will bring a chance for some more wild weather. We take a look at the SREF, and this is what we were looking at to describe today's weather. There's a menacing trough now back, as you can see the loop, over to our northwest, over central Canada. And this feature is noted on the NAM as well. Here it is back over the Great Lakes, and you can see the shortwave extending out ahead of it. This is a convective shortwave. So by Sunday afternoon, there's going to be significant height falls occurring. There's also a surface low. If you look up towards our north, there's a surface low in association with the cold front. You can see the pressure falls back here, bent down to the southwest where the cold front is, draping through the mid-Atlantic. Here it is once again on the SREF. This is the surface vorticity in 500 millibar vorticity, the absolute vorticity, and the 500 millibar heights. So these are pretty significant height falls for this time of year. And when we have this type of setup, we've been over this before. Here's the first thing we're going to look at, which is the mixed layer CAPE, and you can see we're going over towards 2,000 joules of CAPE now by the afternoon on Sunday. So we're more than sufficiently unstable for thunderstorm development. The shear is also very good. 30 to 40 knots of shear. More like 30 to 35 knots in our area, but that's more than enough to sustain organized convection, especially with the wind fields and height falls that we observed before. Also interesting to note the 0 to 1 kilometer helicity in the low levels, the low level turning of the winds. There's an area extending from northern New Jersey up into western New England where there's a significant amount of low level turning on these soundings, which suggests the potential for supercells splitting off from a line of convection. And the potential for not a widespread tornado event, but if there was, an area where we would delineate a greater chance of a few tornadoes, it would be in this area from northern New Jersey up into western New England. So The SREF has this pegged tomorrow. You can see the severe weather probabilities are very high over western New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania, towards the New York City metro area, and up into western New England. Given the wind fields, the instability, the degree of the upper level trough and how strong it is, and the anomalous feature that is extending to the southeast through Canada for this time of year, the potential for severe weather does look to be a little bit more significant tomorrow than it has been over the past few events where we've seen thunderstorms in the New York City metro area. The Storm Prediction Center has issued a slight risk for severe weather tomorrow on the Day 2 outlook, and you can see it's just a 15% triggered slight risk. No higher probabilities yet, 30 or 45%. A 45% would trigger a moderate risk, which is pretty rare around this area. But a 30%, basically, we like to refer to it as an enhanced slight risk because there's no really other way to put it. It's just the 30% is an area where the SPC figures that the severe weather threat will be more organized, and there will be a better chance for severe weather there than there is in the rest of the slight risk. That would be what they would issue if they weren't confident enough to issue a moderate. So we will keep an eye on the severe weather threat. Stay with us. Talk to us on Twitter. Send us your pictures and any reports you haven't sent in from yesterday. But enjoy your Saturday, and just keep a heads up for Sunday. We'll be here, we'll talk about it, and we'll keep you guys updated. We'll have another one of these posts tomorrow morning with all the details. So for now, just enjoy Saturday, and just keep a heads up, keep an eye on Sunday and the potential for severe weather, which may eventually develop by the afternoon. We'll talk to you guys soon.